Shalom Evrocha, it's Thursday, Yom Dalet, L'chodesh Shvat. Hey, Pasha's boy, Tovshin Pevov. Welcome to the weekly Shiur of Zera Shimshon. Let's learn together, Be'ez Hashem Yisborach, a beautiful piece here in Zera Shimshon Ois Yud. The Pasuk says, Lo Yisasiru Mimenu Ad Boike. There's a law in the Torah that the Eibishter tells Moshe Rabbeinu to tell Klal Yisrael, when they're eating Korban Pesach, make sure that they don't leave over any part of the Korban Pesach till the morning, that it shall not become noiser. Says the Medrash. Kishem, she'enini Meshai and Neshama b'Bchorei Mitzrayim, like I'm not leaving over even one B'Chorei Mitzrayim, kach lo yisasuru mimenu ad boiker, you too shouldn't leave over any part of the Korban Pesach. You shouldn't be nichshal in the Isser of Noisa, and that will cause that every single Bechor in Mitzrayim will die. Mashal HaMelech, and the Medrash continues with a mashal that a king said to his sons, today I am going to kill people. I'm going to judge people to send them to their deaths, said this king. But he told his children, his beloved ones, Hakrivuli doiren, you bring me gifts. You make sure that you bring me a gift today, because today is a dangerous day in my office. I am giving people death penalties. So you should do something positive. Bring me a matana, and that will spare you from death. Kach, says the Eibishter, Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu, but in the Parsha is asek, tonight that I'm killing all the firstborn in Mitzrayim, Hamake be'avrasei kol b'chorei Mitzrayim. Make sure that you should do a mitzvah tonight, and I will have Rachmanas on you. Frag the Zera Shimshon, two questions. First of all, the mitzvah of not causing noisa to happen, eating the Korban Pesach, is too late. The B'chorim died at Chatzos, and they were zoichen that because they ate the Korban Pesach till the morning. How does this add up? If we would have said it's the eating Korban Pesach or preparing the Korban Pesach, the Dam Pesach, Dam Mila, that would make sense. But we talk about eating it the whole night. How does that work? And secondly, the question is, why Taka did they should choose this mitzvah of eating Korban Pesach to protect Klal Yisrael from this Gezeras Maves that was apparent in the whole of Mitzrayim? Says the Zera Shimshon, a Dava Noira and a Dava Yisoidi. V'yesh Loima. The Medrash says in the Yalkut, there's a steer to psukim. When exactly did Makas B'choros transpire? One pasuk says, Beyoim hakoisi kol b'chor. Makas B'choros happened during the day. And the other pasuk says, Vayhi b'chatzia laila v'Hashem huka kol b'chor. Hikal kol b'chor, Hashem killed the firstborn by Chatzos Halayla. How do you reconcile this contradiction? Here it says Bayoim Hakoisi, and here it says Vayiba Chitzei Halayla Hashem Hika Kol B'chor. Says the Medrash that Hashem hit them at Chatzos Halayla, but they didn't die on the spot. They were hovering between life and death the entire night, and they died when daybreak came. As the pasuk says, when they came to complain, and it said Kilonu Masnu, the pasuk says they said Kilonu Meisim, not we are dead, we are going to die. And that's why Paro was afraid he's also going to die, because people didn't die at Chatzos. They died in the morning. And I would add a nifradige Zustel to this for Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. He says, we say in Mayriv every single night, and in Shachris every single day, about the greatness of Makas B'choros. But if you pay attention, you'll notice a fundamental difference between the Nusach that we use at Mayriv and the Nusach we use at Shachris. At Mayriv, in Vemuna Kol Zois, we say, we thank the Eibishter what he did for us. Hamake be'evrosoi kol b'chorei Mitzrayim. The Eibishter hit kol b'chorei Mitzrayim. That's what we say at Mayriv. At Shachris, we say a different nusach. Kol b'chareihem harokta uv'chalcha Yisrael ga'alta. You killed the B'chairim, and the B'chairei Yisrael were redeemed. Notice the difference. At Mayim we say Hamake be'evrasoi, and by Shachris we say Harakta. At Gezakrim Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, this is exactly the teretz with this Medrash. At night, that's a minhag called Zois. The B'chairim didn't die; they were hit. B'chairem hakisa. You hit the B'chairim. That's why we say Hamake be'evrasoi, called B'chairem Mitzrayim. But at Shachris, that's when they died. So we say Kol B'charem Harakta Al Nifla Digadir. Says the Zera Shimshon, that's the understanding why Hashem said we have to have a zchus the entire night. It's not enough to have the Dam Pesach, Dam Mila that you prepared Erev Pesach in the afternoon, because now the B'chairim Mitzrayim are being mefarfer. They're hovering in life and death. We have to do something to get them to die and to get their sickness to cause them to have the misa that they deserve. Therefore, we needed the zchus of eating the korban Pesach. That's the first part of the Zera Shimshon. Says the Zera Shimshon, the second part. Why did the Eibishter choose this mitzvah, eating korban Pesach, in order to save the B'chairim? Zag the Zera Shimshon. Really, we could ask you a question. We have a klal of ein ketega nasa sanega. We don't use something that can be a kitrug, that should be a merit. Here, it was the seh that Klal Yisrael worshipped in Mitzrayim. Klal Yisrael did avodah zarah. The Mekatrich says, "Halalu oivda avodah zarah, halalu oivda avodah zarah." If so, the question's asked: how do you use the same seh, the same sheep that they worshipped, to use that for a zchus? Says the Heilige Zera Shimshon, that's the answer. The Eibishter wanted to show that kitrug, that the Mekatrich comes and says, Klal Yisrael are unworthy because Klal Yisrael sinned, is not true. Because their sin wasn't done wholeheartedly. They didn't do it out of their free choice. They did it because they were forced. It wasn't their rotzon. It wasn't their decision to do avodah zarah. It's because of the influence of the Mitzrayim. And he brings the famous Rambam, where the Rambam tells us the reason why we can force a person to give a get, even though the pasuk says the get has to be given l'rtzoinoi, because yes, the Yid actually wants. The nekuda pnimis in a Yid always wants to Hashem's rotzain. So Hashem chose, let the eating of the tzoin itself, let that be the zchus, that they'll be zoicha to cause the makeh be'evrasei kol b'chairim Mitzrayim kol b'chareim harakta. And this will demonstrate that retroactively the whole Avera of the Avodah Zarah in Mitzrayim wasn't really Avera, wasn't really a Chet. And that is what Hashem is doing. And that's why he said, Mishkoi k'chu lachem. Take the tzoin and let's use that. Because this is a proof and a demonstration that Klal Yisrael never sinned at all. A Yid doesn't sin. A Yid has an Nekuda Pnimius. A Yid has a Chelik that is pure, that is absolute. And that is the message of this mitzvah's korban Pesach there in Mitzrayim. Keep eating that tzoin, and that will prove that you're pure and you're absolute and you deserve to be redeemed. We are different than the Mitzrayim. A Yid is Heilig, a Yid is Taya. A good Shabbos.